Hello, beautiful people. I am so excited to be with you today. This is Celia Ward-Wallace. I am the CEO of Empowering Women Every Day. I am a business coach, a life coach, a women's coach, and also author and speaker. And I'm here in Los Angeles in my backyard. This free workshop today is 11 steps to creating your soulful business, whether that's online or in person. I have expertise in both. And really, our time today is going to be spent for the next hour answering every single question you might have ever had about creating a purpose-driven business. So I'm so excited to be with you. It's 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles. And as you join in, please say hello. Let me know that you're here. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can see me. The funny thing with technology when you're running webinars is often there's a delay. So as you join in, there may be a delay. So let me know that you're hearing me and seeing me, and let me know where you're coming from. And like I said, we're going to spend the next hour, and I'm going to give you a ton of information. Hey, Empress. Hey, Arista. Yay, excited to be here too. So ladies, let me know you can hear me, right? And that I'm looking good. So this hour is going to be spent talking all about getting really clear on your purpose, your passion. Hey, Pam. And what it is you want to do with this life and why you're here, and really giving you that incentive, that motivation, that inspiration to get going and live big and live your dream and be a leader and step into your power. Hey, Hervin, nice to see you. Love to see you, Hervin. Awesome. I'm loving the vibe already. Okay, so if you guys know me, I'm a very touchy-feely person. I'm a very hands-on coach and mentor. So something that's unique about me is when you work with me or you're in my community or you join my programs, you really will get to know me. What you see is what you get. And I'm exactly who I am. So I like to keep it 100% real. I like to know my community. And so today, and I like to be engaged with you. So I like to have conversation. Awesome, Debbie. So excited you guys are here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to spend the next hour, and I'm going to knock your socks off. I'm going to give you so much information. So if you haven't already, make sure you have some sort of journal so that you could take notes, so that you can follow along. As I really like to overwhelm in the best way with lots of amazing content. So if today, if all you do is take away one thing that activates you to your purpose, that makes you want to play bigger, that makes you understand your worthiness, that God created you for a purpose, and gets you out, whether it's in your home, in your community, in your business, in your current work, wherever it is, so that you can live bigger, so that you can make more of an impact, so that you can help the world. How does that sound? Is that what you're looking for? Are you excited to do that? Are you looking to be more of a leader? Are you looking to really create more alignment and step in? Yes. Hey, Giselle, happy you're here too. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer to the slides, but what I like to do also that's a little bit different is I'm going to try and spend as much time on camera with you guys, because I really want you to know who I am. And I even though I can't see you, I want to be able to see the chat, and I'm going to go off of the slides, but I'm going to talk to you and drop some of the notes in the slides that you need to hear, because I think better than me hiding behind slides, and they're really pretty. I'd rather you see me, you get to feel and see my energy, and we connected that way. So at the beginning, I'm going to begin in the slides, but I'm going to be jumping back and forth. So as I go into the slides, Empress and maybe Hervin and Pam and Melva, yay, I see all of you guys. Let me know that you can see these slides. I don't want to go too long without you being able to see. So the slides are up now. And like I said, there's a 30-second or 60-second-ish delay. So as you see them, just say, yep, we see them, we're good to go. And I'm gonna just double check that you guys are seeing them. I'm seeing them on my side. So just say, yep, thumbs up, we're good to go, Celia. I see the slides, they look gorgeous. Awesome. Okay, cool, guys. Thanks for that. So let's jump right in. Okay, here we go. 11 steps to starting your soulful online business or in-person business, or a hybrid of both, because some people like to begin in person, some people like to begin online, some people want to be doing both. So we're just going to can apply all of the principles that I'm about to go through for any form of business that you want to create, even if it's a philanthropic project, even if it's something working with a charity or a nonprofit, or just something in your community, like with your church, or just literally locally with like a daycare or senior citizen center or something like that. Okay, so the agenda is we're going to spend about 60 minutes together. I'm going to knock out a ton of information. I'm going to go through the top 5 business pitfalls. I'm going to talk about all the steps to starting a business while working a 9-to-5, or if you already have a business, how to grow your business. And then I am going to give you an inside peek into the Superfly Soulful Business Program and talk to you about the not 7,000. That would be awesome. $1,000 special offer on this webinar today only. I know a lot of you guys know I'm in the middle of the launch for the Superfly program. So I just want to tell you ahead of time, because I know a lot of you listening in today are planning to join. So I want to make sure you get these bonuses real quickly. I'm going to go through this. So the first 5 to register strictly on this webinar only for the Superfly program are going to get a 60-minute one-on-one with me. So we're going to go in a deep dive. And then the first 15 to register are also going to get a 9-month mastermind group where I'm going to do 9 months of monthly calls with you and that group after Superfly concludes its program. You're going to continue on with me for an additional 9 months, excuse me. So just real quickly, just because I know some of you guys are already private messaging me, I'm going to drop the offer in here. You can look at it when you choose to, and then we're going to move on to the slides about the content. I'm trying to multitask here. All right, display the offer, boom, it should be there. Back to the slides. Okay, so let's go here. So you're in the right place if you're a soulful woman or a man, Hervin, and I know my husband Joe is here too, who wants to live their purpose. You have a desire to create a side business while working a 9-to-5, or you have a business, but you want to create more alignment and you want to grow it. You want to earn an additional $500 to $1,000 a month to start with through your passion project, or if you already have a $500 to $1,000 a month additional cash flow, how to expand that to double that. And then if all of this sounds like what you're here for, you're in the right spot. So let in the comments, yep, that's what I'm looking for. I want to start a side hustle. I have a side hustle. I want to grow it. I'm making good money. I want to expand it. I want to find my purpose. I want more alignment. I want more impact. Let me know. So here's what you're going to learn today. Why now is the time for you to step into your purpose, how you can create a business while working and raising your family, how to create additional income through your passion-led business, the pitfalls to creating a successful business, and the core elements of that successful business. And make sure you stay to the end. It's going to be tons and tons of content. And at the end, I am going to give you an overview of the program and share with you some special announcements. So this is me. Some of you guys are very familiar with me. You've been in my community for a long time. You know me in person or you know me online. So you know that I come from a social justice background. My parents are full-time civil rights organizers and activists for the last 55 years. They started when they were 20 in the 1960s, part of the civil rights movement as well as the women's rights movement. And so I come from an upbringing of being in a community of predominantly Black and Brown and Asian people of all different ethnicities, all different cultures, all different languages, all different religions. And my commitment is to service, to helping those that don't have a voice, to empowering those who have a voice but haven't really figured out how to use it yet, and really fighting on behalf of those that need an advocate. So my core values are about equality and justice and service. And this is my husband. Many of you guys have seen me talk over the years about my husband, Joe, who's on the webinar now. He's actually texting me as I speak. Stop. He says, you're about to have a ton of people that are going to love you and they're all going to want to sign up for Superfly. Thanks, honey. Stop texting me. Okay, so I did all of the right things that I'm sure many of you guys did. Taught as children to follow the status quo, to do all the right things, to get the good job, get the good education, marry the right person, buy the house, get the mortgage, take on the student loans. And before you know it, we're stuck in some dead-end job that we can't stand with lots of bills, lots of debt, lots of responsibilities. And so I did as well. And we sort of eventually wake up and we have like the come to Jesus moment where we're like, what am I doing with my life? I know that I was created for so much more, but I feel so stuck. And so for me, I had it all. I had the good career, the good husband, the kids, the house, and even my husband and I started a real estate business on the side that grew into a multi-million-dollar business. But I still was not happy. I still inside knew I was not living my truth. So many of you know with the recession, I'm sure you too were hit very hard. My family was really hit hard. Our lives began to fall apart. We lost our real estate business. We suffered, foreclosure and bankruptcy. My husband, who is a beautiful Black man here in Los Angeles, was also a firefighter for the Los Angeles Fire Department. And he went through racial discrimination and harassment because of being Black man, which, believe it or not, still happens. And because of that, he had a career-ending injury through the hazing that they did to him. And so he literally overnight lost his dream job of being a firefighter. We also were, had no money. We also were looking at bankruptcy. And here I was totally feeling alone. I couldn't turn to my husband. I couldn't turn to my parents. I didn't know what to do. And I just felt so alone. And so I thought, I really need some support. I really need something I can hold on to. I know all my friends have this thing called faith. I know they believe in something greater than themselves. And I just wasn't raised with that. I was raised with service as being my religion. And so I went on this journey to find my higher self, my purpose, my connection to something greater than me in this world. And that brought me into spirituality. And so I just became such a lover of spirituality, of practical spirituality. And I started just wanting to talk to each and every person everywhere I went about how literally in this moment they could change their life. And so if you guys know me or have ever had a conversation with me, you know my passion for activating people to their purpose and potential. And so I literally was walking around for free, talking to everybody, coaching everybody, mentoring everybody, and you might be relating to this. So if you are somebody who is currently mentoring people, teaching people, being that counselor, that coach, that therapist for everybody else, but not getting paid for it, let me know in the comments. Say, that's me, Celia, but I'm ready to get paid now. So I finally realized that there was this whole profession out there around coaching, consulting, mentoring, counseling people, healing people. And that's when I became a certified coach. And since 2010, I have been certifying coaches. I've been working with coaches. I've been working with CEOs and entrepreneurs and celebrities. And my business has completely taken off in a most beautiful, spiritually aligned way, on track with my purpose. That is so good. That made me so excited to talk about. So what's unique about me and my approach to business is I always have an infusion between business and spirituality. So business and soulfulness. And so when you create your business, I always want you to make sure you're integrating into it your purpose. Why are you here on the planet? Don't just do a business to do a business. Do a business because you're so called to it. Do a business because you know that you're going to help people. Do a business because you can't sleep at night because you feel in your soul like if you do this, you could literally change some people's lives. And so I invested in the best in business. I learned all of the best strategies. I started creating programs and products and events, and I started launching them. And I started to have success. And in the beginning, it was, still extreme success in terms of making $1,000 on a launch or $5,000 on a launch or $10,000 on a launch. And now I'm consistently looking at $25,000, $50,000 launches of my programs, one of which is the Superfly program, which is my signature program offered once a year. So today I'm going to teach you what I teach my clients all around the world. I'm going to give you the most important points today in our time together. So this is me, a soulful business coach and lifestyle entrepreneur. I'm the creator of the Soulful Business Program. I'm the author of A Woman's Guide to Having It All. And as I said, I've worked with thousands of women and men all around the world that are world changers. So today, I really want you to know that you can do this too. It's a lot to learn about, and I'm going to give you an overview of all of it today. But if I learned it, you can learn it too. There's really no difference. You just need the step-by-step plan. So that's my goal, is to give you that step-by-step plan. And you just need to follow the formula. So today I'm going to show you how. So really what we need to start talking about is who should launch their Soulful business online or even in person. And I want to see if you feel like you fit with this, if this description is you. So anyone who has personal, professional, or spiritual experience that they could teach others or do for others, somebody who is aspiring or is already an emerging teacher, coach, consultant, practitioner, artist, designer, or healer of any sort. If you're interested in those fields or you're already working in those fields, you should be building your business. And those who want to serve the world and teach from your own experience. So the stuff you've been through is what people need, and you need to be able to share with them what you know from your own life experience. So is that you? Are you relating to this? Is this aligning with who you are and what your passion and purpose is feeling like for you? So why create the Soulful business? Because you want to stop trading dollars for hours, meaning you don't want to just work with one client at a time. You want to start figuring out how you can really monetize your gift. So that means packaging what you do into a service, product, program that can reach multiple people at one time, whether it's a group program, whether it's an evergreen product that people can purchase at any day of any minute of the day, whether you're sleeping or awake. You want to start really figuring out how to scale your gift so that you can work, not, as they say, not necessarily harder, but smarter, right? So you want to start creating more of that freedom lifestyle. So whether you're working a 9-to-5 and starting your business on the side, or whether you're a full-time entrepreneur, you can start streamlining your products, programs, and services so that you can get maximum profit and work less so that you have more freedom to be able to travel and to be able to relax and be with your family and friends. So here are the key qualities of a successful online entrepreneur or any entrepreneur. So you're service-minded, you're innovative and creative, you're a planner and an action taker, you're entrepreneurial-minded, you have tons of life experience that you're willing to tell your stories and share with other people, and you really desire to make an impact in the world. So I'm going to tell you right now, this entire workshop is targeted towards people who are wanting to be world changers, who want to be leaders in the world. So if that doesn't resonate with you, if you're just in business to make money and to call it a day and to just sell some products, then this is not the workshop for you. This is the workshop for people who are service-minded, heart-centered, spiritual, soulful, feel a calling, feel the stirring, feel like now is the time to step up and be big and be powerful and make an impact in the world. If that's you, you are in the right place. So before I go into the steps, I am going to go back to the comments here, and I'm going to play with how to stop presenting and get back on screen. Voila! That's you. Yes, Tree, that's you. Oh, okay, awesome. Yes, I did see that in you, Empress, before you saw it in yourself. I've loved you so much, and I'm so proud of seeing your development. Okay, and awesome, Eureka. I'm so glad you're on the call. Okay, ladies and men, can you now see me? Because I'm going to spend a lot of time with you on camera. So I want to make sure before I keep going that, yes, you can see me. And I'm going to drop into the chat the steps. And as I go through the steps, I'll just talk to you about them instead of you looking at slides. I'd rather we be looking at each other. So please tell me now that you can see me. Yes, awesome. Okay, and here's step number 1. Okay, so step number 1 is you want to decide what type of business you want to create. So really there's 2 types of businesses that I recommend you create. One is providing a service. So meaning you have a gift, you have a talent, you know how to do something that other people desperately need. There's a demand for your service and you can provide them that. So for example, let's say you can create websites, or you take beautiful pictures, or you create some sort of product, right? That would be the type of business that provides something to other people that they need. The other type of business that you could create is really taking all of your life and experience and packaging it in a way that creates a personal brand that you share with other people what you've been through and the steps that you've taken to get to where you are, and you share with them the steps so that they can learn from you. So for example, that's what I do. So everything that I've ever been through, the good, the bad, the ugly, I'm like, wait a minute, there's a lesson in this. I learned the lesson. It helped me. That means this is a universal lesson that's going to help somebody else. And so I just take what I learned and I either do a workshop or a webinar or a live stream or create a product or service. And the whole thing, Superfly, was built out of me creating my own business. Yes, boom, yes. It was created out of my own journey to create my own business. So I did it the hard way. I did it where I was trying to be like everybody else. And I was just going to be like really successful because I knew I could. And I was just going to follow what everybody else was doing. And then I got out there and I was like, this doesn't feel aligned to me. This doesn't feel like me. And I'm not making very good sales. There must be something wrong here. And I had to go back inside and realize that I had created a business that wasn't authentic to me. And so I had to go through the journey of infusing my spirituality, my soulful practices, my connection to spirit, my self-care, all of that into my business model. And then all of a sudden it was like, I felt like me again. It was like, oh, I'm not just business. I'm like this whole woman that likes to talk about all this stuff. And once I started putting it all in there, it was like women started raising their hands saying, yes, sister, I'm with you. Amen. Yes. Hallelujah. Let's do this. Right. So I knew I was aligned, but it wasn't until I went through that I could start teaching that, because now I can teach, don't do it that way. Don't follow other people. Don't do what everybody else is doing. Do it your way, because it's the only way that's going to be sustainable and authentic. So that's an example of how you take a life experience and you package it into something that people would want to buy from you. So that's your step number one. Okay. And as I go through this, please just chime in if you're like, yes, that totally resonates, or, oh my God, I just had a aha moment, or I have a question about that. Let's talk about it, because I can see your chat coming through. Okay, so here is step number 2. You want to identify your niche. So you want to really think about what is it that you do and who do you serve. And when you think of your niche, you don't want it to be super broad. And this, I know, sometimes can be counterintuitive, because as women in particular and heart-centered men, we have a desire to help the whole world, right? We want to help. We don't want anybody left behind. That's my motto. Nobody left behind, right? So I want to see, hear, feel, honor, love each and every person in the world. That's like my own personal mission. But initially, you have to figure out who specifically it is that you want to target. So for me, I could be like, I want to empower every single woman in the world. But when I create my business programs, I have to narrow that niche. So now I have to go to, well, who specifically is it that I want to target, and how do I want to target them? So now I'm really thinking about, well, I'm not just going to talk to them about all kinds of business. I'm going to talk to them about soulful business. And I'm going to talk to them about how to create businesses around being healers and practitioners and coaches and trainers and mentors. That's how we're narrowing the focus. So again, you might want to be a coach where you mentor everybody, but instead of just mentoring everybody, you might be like Tree, who's on the workshop right now. I know she does like relationship, love, dating coaching, right? So she's narrowed her focus, and the people that she's going to target are going to be a lot more narrow than everybody out in the world. And the value in that is, as you start to narrow what it is you do, people can start recommending you. People understand more what you do. If you just say, I'm a life coach, or I'm just a consultant, or I'm an educator, it's like, okay, cool, but what does that mean? And how do I know what your business is really about? And how am I going to refer people to you? Does that make sense? So why you want to identify your niche and really narrow it? So let me know if you have any questions about that. Goes hand in hand with that is discovering and refining your soul client. So this is step number 3 that I'm going to pop in here. Come on, guys, I need you to talk to me, because otherwise it feels so lonely over here. Let me know what's resonating with you. So step number 3 is discovering and refining your soul client. So what this means is, you might have heard ideal client, your client avatar. I call it your soul client because everything I do likes to have a little soulful, spiritual twist to it. So your soul client is the person that's most similar to you. And you really want to think about where you were not that long ago, what you've been through, and what you were really hoping to have help with. And so if you're going to work with other people and help them, you need to be familiar with their pain points and with their experience. And so getting back to Tree, or even me, I can teach about soulful business because, as I said, I've been through the journey. I know what it takes to start a business. I know the pain points. I know the desires. I know what it's like to do it while working a 9 to 5 because I worked for the city for 13 years before I left to become a full-time entrepreneur. And so I was building a real estate business and I was building my coaching business on the side, nights and weekends, and actually had a little baby at the time. So I have been through it. I know what it's like to have a husband and kids and be trying to raise a family and start a business. Okay. So I can talk specifically to my soul client, which my soul client is soulful and spiritual, in particular women and some men, who want to be world changers, who want to be leaders, who want to make a difference in the world. That's my narrow soul client. So for you, you really need to narrow that focus also. So instead of it being super broad, like I just work with everybody, it's like, no, I work with this exact person so that when you're writing your copy, when you're doing your marketing and your emails, you can talk to that person in their language. So you see, like right now, I'm talking to you in my language, which I'm assuming is your language too, because you ended up on this call. So for example, my ladies know I love to talk about God and spirituality and Buddha and Christ and Jesus and Mother Mary and Mother Earth and divine and spirit and source and all that is and so it is, right? So if I'm speaking your language right now, let me know. Say, that's my language. I love that. I'm eating that up, Celia. The fact that you talk like that makes me feel more connected with you. Let me know that because, for example, if I talk like that, I can let you know right now, if you like that, then you're going to like me. You're going to look forward to working with me. But if that's putting you off, if you're hearing that and you're going, okay, enough of that, can we just talk business? Then that's all good because now you know more clearly who it is you would be more comfortable working with. And I know that it's not me and we're not trying to make a match, right? So the more authentic you can be, the more you can talk the language of your soul client, the more you're going to really align yourself. Okay, Fatima, that's awesome. Okay, Arista says, yes, I'm a new mama, 9 to 5, launching online business and currently pumping. Oh yes, I remember the pumping days. I love breastfeeding. I see when I was breastfeeding and having young children, I thought I was going to be a lactation consultant or a coach for new moms, right? So I'm super passionate about motherhood. And I know on our calls for Superfly, a lot of the women have babies and they get on these video chats with us with their babies and they're nursing. They have the little kids popping in the background. Empress, I'm so excited to have you going through SFP. Again, Empress is a graduate and she can tell you, you get lifetime access when you take the program. So you get to take it over and over and over again each time it's offered. So she's going to be a second timer. Awesome. Yes, Susan, thank you so much. Thank you, Fatima. Yes, Tree, we speak the same language. Yes, Giselle, absolutely. Yay, Arista, I'm so glad we're speaking the same jam. Boop. Okay, moving along. Back to the slides. You guys are so fun to be with. This is so fun. See, this is how business can be, right? It doesn't need to be stressful like, oh, I'm doing a webinar. Oh, I'm in a launch. What are they going to think of me? It's like, no, I can be myself and know that I'm good and valuable and connect at the same time. So step number 4 is you want to determine your soul client's greatest pain point and the solution that they're praying for each and every night. So now, again, you want to imagine that you're your soul client. You from the past. You want to put yourself in the shoes of that part of you, right? So when you were in the darkness, I want you to go back to that dark period. So if you're with me, if you trust me, if you journey with me, I want you to just, I don't know why it makes me cry, but I want you to close your eyes and I just want you to breathe. And I want you to go back to some dark times in your life. Maybe the most recent one that you've been through. And I want you to just sit there for a second, okay? And I just want you to sit and feel the emotion of what it felt like to be there. And I want you to remember that pain that you had at that time. And I want you to think about your journey, the steps that you took as a warrior, as a champion, as a fighter to get through it. What were those steps? You had a process. You did something. Whether it's I read books, I went to therapy, I exercised, I prayed, whatever it is, you had a journey, right? So now think of that step-by-step process. And that's what you're going to create in your service and products. Okay. That's what you're going to infuse. That's going to be yours. That's going to be your model of how that person can solve that problem. But now you want to think of that pain point, right? You really want to think of the pain point, and that's the pain point that you're speaking to. So if I were to put myself back into the pain points, right? The pain points would be, I know that I'm created for greatness. Why can't I live my purpose? Maybe I'll never live my purpose. Well, first of all, maybe I'll never find my purpose, right? Live my purpose. Maybe I'll never have the courage to actually take that leap of faith on my purpose. Maybe I won't have enough support. Maybe I won't have enough money. Maybe I won't know how to make it happen. Maybe when I take the leap of faith, I won't be good enough. I won't be smart enough. I won't be successful enough. Maybe I'll fail. Maybe people won't connect. Maybe I just don't have what it takes, and I'm going to screw it all up because I'm going to do something adventurous. I'm going to break the status quo. I'm going to break out of the safe zone, and I'm going to be one of those people that's a failure. And everybody's going to be laughing at me and saying, I told you so, because that's what I heard my whole life, right? Okay, so those are the pain points. Did any of those pain points resonate with you? Oh my God. I'm an emotional person, so I hope you can handle it. Those were my pain points, right? And that's what I was thinking. So I can only imagine that's what you're thinking. Yes, I'm hitting all of your points. Yes, Clara, that's where you're at. Jamie, yes. The ambiguity. Yes, you felt that. Yeah, and Fatima, don't worry about offending. You have to be yourself. And if you offend people, they're not for you. And that's okay. Because my ladies know, and I know on here I have Empress and Tree, at least from the Superfly program, they're taking it again and they're in the community. They know when we're on the other side and we're hanging out and we're doing our group calls and we're in sisterhood, we're crying, we're praying, we're connected. This is like deep, deep, deep soul work. So I don't want anybody in working with me that isn't going to be my soul sister, that actually is going through that journey, that really can relate and really does want the spiritual infusion in their life. If that's not for them, that's okay. But I want ladies over there that are going to go do the deep work and realize that this is part of their spiritual transformation, and that's bigger than anything. That's bigger than any business. And anything that you've ever been through. And if you don't have a sad story, like if you don't have like a painful, dark story, think about another story. Think about how you have been successful getting your kids off to college. Or think about how you had a relationship that, like, I've been with my husband for 20 years, right? So think about all of the things that you have accomplished that other people want to know. You might have gotten your kids into college and people want to know how you did it. You might have had a successful relationship and people want to know how you did it. So you want to think about not only the pain points, but also the challenges that you've overcome, that you have not, by life experience, figured out, you cracked the code, and you can teach other people how to do that. So whether you have a dark story and something that is painful that is relatable to everybody, or whether you have just a journey that you've been through, you have something that you can pull out from your own life experience. And I'm so grateful that this is resonating with you guys. Okay, so let's go on here. So step number 5 is, once you really figure out who it is you want to serve, how you want to serve them, now you want to figure out, well, what is it you're going to name your products and programs, how you're going to price them, how you're going to deliver them, and really what are going to be your signature things that you create. So you need to have the resonance. You need to know who it is you serve, how you serve them, what their pain points are, what it is they actually need. And then you need to match it up with, well, who are you? What makes you uniquely qualified? What in your life have you been through that can match with them? What are your solutions? What are your services? What are your products and programs so that you can match? That's where the resonance is going to come in. And when you have the resonance is where you create that authentic success that we're looking for, that long-lasting success. So really think about that. If you have any questions on naming your products and programs or pricing them, please let me know. Okay, so then the next step here, sorry, I got all kinds of little things jumping up. is you want to create a free and valuable lead magnet. So some of you may or may not know what a lead magnet is, and some of you may be a little bit ahead in your business development and may know what a lead magnet is. Essentially, a lead magnet is something like the webinar that you signed up to be on with me today. So, okay, I'm going to get to that next, Arista, and elaborate on that and tell me more about what you're asking, and I'll come back to that. So, a lead magnet is something free. Let's say you have a paid program that's $500 or $250. Well, before you ask people to spend $250 with you, $500, or like my program is either $1,797, or 12 payments of $177. Before I'm just going to tell everybody, guess what? I got this amazing program. It's going to change your life. It's going to make you everything you ever wanted to be. It's going to give you this community. It's going to be amazing. Before I go there, I have to build trust, right? I have to show people who I am, what I'm about, and provide value to them. And so you want to create something really, really, really valuable. Like this webinar with you today is super valuable. I know it's a master class. So you want to create something like that, whether it's a checklist or a free guide or a video series, or even a free call with you, like joining your community. It could be anything amazingly valuable like that, that would give people the impetus to give you their name and email in exchange for it. Because you want to, once you get your business started, now you want to start getting new clients. And the way you're going to do that is by building your mailing list, because that's one thing you can always take with you wherever you go, right? You actually own that, and people have given you their permission to get their name and email from them. So you want to create something valuable and free. So let me go back to these questions. And Arista, if you can just, so you say, what if your business is your name with a tagline? So that's awesome. Or I mean, tell me more about it. But okay, like aristailona.com. Header is Divine Modern Motherhood. Love that. Freaking love that, Arista. Yes. Please, what's the question? I definitely recommend in general that everybody gets their own name as their domain. The reason for that is, okay, how many spaces do I have left? Give me a second. Okay, I'm going to get to the questions. But the reason for that is you want for your brand to grow with you. So if you just have a business name, which is okay, some people don't want to be the face of their business, but I generally recommend my clients, my community members, my Superfly ladies, get confident, stand in their power, build a business around them as the face of their business, so that they are creating a personal brand, a lifestyle brand about them. And so Arista, for you, like right now, Divine Modern Motherhood is amazing. But imagine now, 6 years from now, you might be into, sexuality, right? Between, creating in more intimacy and sexuality between your husband and wife, between partners, right? It might be something like that comes out of that, right? More about connecting an embodiment of sensuality and the divine feminine and how that relates in sexuality, which is like, I know Khadijah Jansenay and Kelly Clausen Vanderveer in our Superfly community, that's what their work is about, as well as Dancing Moon, all about women's divine femininity and feminine energy, right? So for you, you want to evolve as you grow. We all do. And if you create a brand name that's too small for you to evolve, now you're stuck because you got this little thing. But if the brand is you, if it's all about you, and then you grow from there, you're able to create whatever you want. So like for me, it's Celia Ward-Wallace, and then it's Empowering Women Every Day is my business, subtitle, because I'm always all about empowering women every day. And then from there, I have the Superfly Soulful Business Program. I have the Soul Purpose Project. I have the Soulful Coaching Academy, which is a life coach certification program. I have Women's Night Out, a Women's Guide to Having It All. The list goes on and on. I have a million products and services that I do, but it's still all under me. And that allows me to expand, because in the future, I'm going to be talking about parenting and relationships and money and all kinds of things that are coming down the pipeline, right? And if I make myself too limited, then I can't expand as I grow. Okay, so then Fatima says, I've been afraid to charge and been doing services for free. I feel guilty. Okay, Fatima. Yes, I get that. However, you need to know that the transformation that you provide from your services is probably priceless, right? If you're on this webinar with me right now and just something that I've said has activated you to your purpose or is creating a transformation within you, that is priceless. That is invaluable. And if you don't recognize how great and powerful your work is and are willing to put a price point behind that and say, you know what, I'm great at what I do and I love working with people and creating massive transformations in their life, but I really need to work with people who are highly motivated and ready to take action. And if they're not, that's okay, but they're not my ideal client. So like for me, my ladies on this webinar, I hope you guys are hearing what I'm saying and you're going, I'm standing up and I'm getting in line. I'm clicking the buy now button because I'm getting in line for Superfly because I'm ready to take action. I'm ready on Monday to be a part of this global women's community. I'm ready on Monday to start living my purpose. Those are the women that I'm looking for, are women who are ready to take action. And that's what you want too. Okay. And yes, I see that I'm getting a private message. Yes. Okay. I will check for my team how many spots are left. Sorry, guys, just 1 second. Okay. It looks like we have 2 more of the one-on-ones and we have other people still that are joining into the mastermind. So if you guys want to get the bonus to join Superfly today, to get the one-on-one with me on the webinar, we have 2 more spots for that. And we have more than that available that after that will go towards the 9-month mastermind. Okay, I'm just going to go into the questions and then I'm going to jump right back in. Okay, I'm glad that that was helpful. Now let's go back to the slides. Let me see where we are, what was coming next. Okay, well, really, we're just coming to questions and updates, and then we're going to go into the next 6 steps. So I just will tell you again, Superfly is open. I have the bonus that I'm running right now that you guys can see in the group. Basically, I don't know why my email is popping open. It's so fun. Okay, I'm going to pop both of these in here for you guys. Okay, one is the signing up now link and the other is the sales page link. So if you're ready to jump in and you want to make sure you get one of the one-on-one spots, click the first link and all you need to do today is sign up with $177. And after that, you'll be billed every month. If you want to, as I'm talking, to learn more about the program and make a decision before the webinar is over, you can click the second link, which is our sales page, and you can see more about it there. I will be covering more as we go on through the slides. As I said, I'm not going to check yet with my team, but we still had 2 more spots left. Okay, so let's go back to the slides here. So then the next step, and as we go, if you have questions about the Superfly Soulful Business Program, feel free to let me know, and I'll answer them when the time is right. Okay, here's the next step. Step 7. Okay, so it says a WordPress website. You don't have to use WordPress. You can use Squarespace, which is something you can create yourself. Yes, Arista, 177 gets you the one-on-one, but I'll address that in just 1 second. So you can build your website and your social media profiles, and you really want for them to be consistent and professional. And when you're just starting off, you don't necessarily have that big of a budget. So you want to take beautiful pictures of yourself. You want to find somebody in your community that can do it for $200 or $300 and take, a handful of amazing, beautiful pictures of you. And you want to pick the 1 or 2 that are your favorites. And everywhere you set up on your website or your social media profiles, you want to use that same picture. And you want to start thinking of what is your little bio, who are you, who you serve, how you serve them, and you want to start using that every single place. So you really just want to start creating an online presence for yourself where people can find you everywhere. So we're talking about Facebook, fan page, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Yelp, Pinterest, Instagram. You want to create a web presence everywhere so that you're seen as a professional person. Now that doesn't mean you have to be actively using all of those social media places, but you definitely want to have a profile set up in each of them. And then with your website, to begin with, you just need a home, about page, and services page. And that's all you need to begin with. And you just need a few beautiful pictures, and you need to create a white website with black font. and maybe grab some free stock photos online so that you can spruce it up a little bit. And that's it, just to begin with. So that's what you need with the website and the social media profiles. And so just for clarity, Arista, the program is, I'm just going to write it in here just in case somebody else wants clarity. So right now, the full price for the program is $1,797, which is a $200 off price. But since I know that my ladies are living on a budget and have other bills to pay, I like to make it really affordable and accessible for them. So I like to come up with a 12 payment option. And so that's 12 payments of $177 is the other option. So if you sign up today on the webinar, you'll get the 1-in-1, and all you have to do is make your first payment of $177. I have these wild parrots in our neighborhood that migrate every summer, and they have been coming out on my webinars to say hi. So hopefully that's clear to you, Arista. If not, let me know. I would encourage you to go ahead and sign up so you can grab the bonuses. Thank you. Yay. Yay, you're in. Whoop, whoop. I am so excited. I love it. Okay, let's go back to the slide. So what's the next step? Okay, step 8 is create an authentic, compelling, and stylish advertising copy. So I'm going to drop that in here. So what this means, again, is being yourself, talking in your own voice, using your own language, and creating compelling copy. So when you talk, you want to be saying stuff like, and you guys have seen how I write. I'm going to say, are you a soulful woman who wants to live her purpose? Are you working a 9-to-5 and feeling like you're dying inside? Do you know that you were created for more and are sick and tired of feeling stuck and ready to be the leader that God created you to be? Like, that's how I talk. And that's what I say. And that's why people opt in and sign up for things with me, because I'm speaking in their language. And so again, getting back to being really clear on who it is you serve, how it is they want to receive your information, and what is the language that they speak so that you can communicate to them. When you look at my sales page or my copy, you're going to see I'm constantly talking about spirituality and soulfulness and soul sister this and can I get an amen? And all of that is exactly who I am. That's authentic to me, but it's also a way for me to start to repel people. So you want to, I'm going to write it in here. You want to repel people, not attract everyone. Okay. So you don't want to be a generalist. You want to be specific, and you want to make people go like, ooh, I don't like her. And then there's other people that are going to be like, ooh, I like her. So hopefully you guys on the webinar today are saying, ooh, I like her. But some of you might be saying, ooh, I don't like her. And that's okay too. So you want to be really clear with your copy so that helps you stand out. And so from there, you want to start thinking about advertisement. And again, when you're just building a business, you might not yet have a whole big budget for advertisement, but I just want to encourage you that for $50 to $100 a month, you can start doing advertisement through Facebook ads, which would start building your list. So what you would start to market is that amazing free lead magnet that we'll create together in the Superfly program. And then once you set it all, you'll be able to start doing just little bite-sized Facebook ads that will start sending people to sign up for your free thing. And once you do that, you'll start having people opt in and building your list. So for example, one of my lead magnets that's super duper popular is called the Soul Purpose Discovery Kit. And I have this one little ad that I created, and it just says stuff like, you know, are you looking to find your purpose? Are you ready to live your fullest purpose and potential? Are you ready to, you know, step into your power and be more of an impact in the world? Get your free Soul Purpose Discovery Kit here. What you'll find inside is 3 core exercises that will help you identify your greatness, you know, figure out what you're meant to do in your life, and figure out, you know, how to make a bigger impact. And this little ad that I created with the lead magnet, which is the Soul Purpose Discovery Kit, anytime I put it out, it's like people just jump on it. So for about $1 a lead, which is low, but it's possible, every dollar I spend, I get somebody to sign up on my list. So if I were to spend $100, I would get 100 new people onto my mailing list that each week or each month when I start sending emails, they would receive those emails and start building a relationship with me. I can invite them into my free community. I can invite them onto a consult call with me. I can tell them about my services. I can provide free value to them. This is how you start building that relationship. Any questions about these steps? So from there, you want to start writing out a marketing sequence, okay? So this is step 10. Write an email marketing sequence. So when they sign up for your list, now you're going to want to give them a step-by-step email. So the next email is going to say, thank you so much for signing up. Here's your free thing. I hope you love it. Here's what's inside. Join my free community here. Then the next email is going to say, I hope you loved the free thing. If you didn't download it, you can download it here. If you have any questions, you can contact me here. Here's another amazing tip that I have for you today that hopefully will help. Then you send a third email that says, you know, here is an amazing video that is aligned with what you want to know about your purpose. I hope that it supports you. And you're just sending free content. You're not yet trying to sell to them, right? You're really wanting to build that trust, that like factor, so that eventually when you have the opportunity to sell to them, you built that relationship. They actually feel like they know who you are. Okay. So let's keep going here. Where is the next one? Okay. And then your 11, step 11, again, something that we cover in the Superfly program is how to convert them into, you want to start converting them into doing consults with you. And from the consult, you want to go into how they can you. And so you want to have a sales consult with them, and you want to have a sales script that you know how to really help them get to where they want to go. So really, these are the 11 steps that you want to focus on. So what I want to do now is just tell you that I think my team is texting me. I think we have one spot left for the one-on-one. So awesome. We're filling up. It's so exciting. If any of you have any questions, let me know in the chat. Okay. What about offering them a complimentary discovery session early on? Tria, I think that that's great. If you're up, especially when you're first building your business, complimentary discovery sessions are awesome. I'm going to do an hour-long session with people. I do a 15 or 20-minute session, so you can hop on, try and give them some advice, try and give them some value, tell them about your services and the opportunity to work with you. And if it's a fit, awesome. If it's not a fit, then it's all good. But yes, I would definitely, but first, before you go straight to this discovery session, I would send them about, 2 or 3 weeks worth of value. And then, yeah, okay, awesome, Arista. And then I think there's still one. Thanks, Arista. And then put the option for consult in there. Okay, so hopefully that helps. So let me go to the slides, and I'm going to go through some more content here. So I'm just making sure you guys can see me. Here we go. Okay, so I want to show you real quickly some different $1,000 business models. So just when you're just starting off, you may be looking to make an extra $1,000. If you're already making an extra $1,000 and you want to make an extra $10,000, then just add another 0 to these models, okay? So 100 sales of a $10 product. So something like an ebook or a PDF. 10 sales of a $100 product, something like a evergreen course, which is something that they can do as a self-study course. 10 sales of a $100 group course, something like a group program, a short monthly group program, or 1 sale of a $1,000 VIP day with you, which would be an intensive all-day program with you. And most people would begin working one-on-one with people and start to combine online and in person, and over time start building a lower cost online program that then eventually you could transition into start launching online. So here's what we've covered so far. Who should create an online business, what type of business you can create, how to determine the demand for your business, the elements of the successful business, how to create a business. And I'm not sure what it is that inspired you to come today, but I'm so excited that you have been here with me today. The energy has been off the chain. But you're probably looking for a solution to start your online business or grow the one you already have. You may be wanting to know the exact steps to start making a little extra cash flow from your side business or your full-time business. You may want to ditch your 9-to-5 and start a business, or maybe you're just wanting to check out me on a webinar so that you can get to know me better. But if there's one thing that I want you to take away today, is that anybody can start a business while working a 9 to 5, or raising a family, or running a nonprofit, or being a full-time entrepreneur. You just need to follow a formula. And today I really tried to map out the steps that you need to take. So normally there's two main choices of how you can do this. You can either figure out everything on your own, which you certainly can do, but you know that that's going to take a lot of time, right? It's a slower process. Or you can hire somebody to basically do all of this for you, but that is a more expensive process. But today my goal is to show you how you can have it all, right? How you can have the support that you need, the guidance that you need, the plan that you need, so that you can implement it yourself, get your business up and running, and by December, have a business in place that is very much aligned with your purpose and your passion and authentic to your voice. So my question is, are you ready to take this leap of faith and really begin to invest in your dreams, to package everything that you've been through into a transformative business, to follow a step-by-step process, and to ditch that status quo, like really be a world changer, really step into that power and that greatness and that leadership that you were created for? So this is a huge opportunity to really be living your purpose, to make great money and huge impact, and to start having that freedom, flexibility, and excitement that I know that you want, that you deserve, that you desire. Why the heck not? Like, if anybody can do it, you can do it. So today I want to introduce you to the Superfly Soulful Business Program. This is a program that's going to take you step by step with my hand holding and your soul sisters on the other side in the program through how to do everything that we talked about today and more. It's going to teach you how to authentically create your business. And on completion, you're going to have everything you need to start getting your business out there and start making money and getting clients. So who is this for? It's for aspiring and emerging spiritual entrepreneurs, 9-to-5ers, newbies, established entrepreneurs, and anybody who wants to create, launch, and grow a soulful, purpose-driven business. So really the question is that you? Are you meeting this criteria? Here are the details. It's a 10-week group coaching program with me. So it's me and a bunch of soul sisters from around the world, many of which who have been on this call today. It begins next Monday, okay? September 19th through November 30th. Every Monday, you're going to receive an email from my team that is going to release to you that week's content, the teachings, the videos, the action sheets, and you can take them and implement them and take action on them on your own pace, okay? Then on every Wednesday, we're going to have group coaching calls that are going to be video, that we're going to all hop on, see each other, connect, and we're going to do laser coaching and go through the material. And if you can't make it, those calls are all recorded. So you will get access to them as soon as the call is over. And in addition to that, there's 10 Superfly experts that are mentors, that are colleagues of mine, A-list coaches and consultants who are a part of the program, who are specialists, who are going to support you, that you're going to have access to, that are going to provide teaching for the program as well. And you're going to have tons and tons of attention from me. So if through this webinar you can see how hands-on, how authentic, how real I am, imagine what it's like when we're working together in a private program with a bunch of other women just like you. So here I'm going to move through these modules quickly. Module 1 is yourself. We're going to go through your limiting beliefs, your intuition practices, creating sacred space, creating rituals, prioritizing self-care. Module 2 is your soul's purpose. We're going to talk about identifying your unique genius, your business model, your soul contract. Module 3 is your soul client. You're going to learn how to identify, attract, and communicate with them, what your core values are, what your supreme niche is. We're going to find your unique voice and your leadership position. Really, what are your stories? How to heal your traumas? How to own your it factor? From there, what are your products and programs going to be? What is it? What are they going to include? What solution are they going to provide? Then from there, your communication and list building strategy. So how to build that list, how to start getting more clients. And then from there, your visibility plan, how people are going to know who you are, getting you writing, getting you doing videos, getting you out there. Module 8 is your marketing and launch strategy. So how you're going to begin to launch and get yourself out there and get people to know what you do. So here's some praise for the program. And if you have questions about anything that I'm covering, I'm going to pop back in just a minute to the questions, and I can take as much time as you need to answer them. And of course, the trash truck is driving by. So this is real life. So hopefully you guys can hear me. This is Kelly Clausen Vandeveer. And she says that after working with me in a Superfly program, she sold out her first online coaching course and earned $20,000 in her first launch. And then from here, this is Coach Keisha Howard. She says, you're going to learn everything: marketing, business, self-care, every single step you need. For her, from the time SFP began until it was over, she booked 12 speaking gigs and was able to quit her full-time job. And she was actually just featured on the new Harry talk show, where they surprised her as an amazing woman in her community doing great work. So, and here she says, is there really anything better than making money doing what you truly love to do? Absolutely. So what's the value? The course is $10,000, the value of it, with all the modules, all the tutorials, all the weekly calls, all the guest speakers, the private Facebook group, all of it is a value of $10,000, but it doesn't cost $10,000. Regularly it's $19.99, but today on the webinar it's $17.97 or 12 payments of $177. So if you have $177 right now on a card somewhere, in a bank account somewhere, in your mama's account, in your hubby's account somewhere, and you're feeling ready, if you're feeling ready to take the leap, if you feel like I'm your person, if you feel like this is your time, if you feel like by 2017 you want to say that you're actually living your purpose and you're on track to fulfilling it, then take that leap of faith and invest $177 today. This is your investment, either $17.97 or 12 payments of $177. And if you want a VIP option, because I know I have had people contact me about wanting to work one-on-one with me alone, in addition to taking the group program, you can also pay at a higher price point for the one-on-one VIP level, and I will also include a weekly one-on-one call with me. So in addition to doing everything that's included in the group program, you can also have a regular one-on-one with me. So really all you have to do is now enroll. And on this webinar, you should know there's a 9-month mastermind that is the bonus. So what that means is after you finish the Superfly program, you also are going to get access to me in a monthly call with the other ladies as well. So you're going to have mastermind where we're going to be working together every single month. So basically for the next entire year, we are going to be working together. It's going to be amazing. And here are some of the experts. They are the most gorgeous, soul-centered, service-minded ladies you can find. Elena Lipson, Rachel Luna, Lindsay Perrick, Carrie Samuels, Jennifer Kennedy, Melinda Alexander, Amber McHugh, Natalie Goucher, Akila Richards, and Sarah Hart. And I hope you can see how diverse my community is, and that's because of my upbringing. What I'm comfortable in is an extremely diverse environment, and that's what I attract. So there's plenty of women who are you know, European and Caucasian, but there's also tons of women of color from all around the world. What you got to do is just get signed up. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you do all of the videos, all of the action sheets in the first 30 days and it's not a fit for you, you will get your money back. If you have any questions, you guys, this is a time to dump it in. And one thing you should know is you have lifetime access to this program. So as you can see, Tree and Empress are on the call, and they are people who have already gone through the program with me, but I've continued to be in contact with them over the year, and they can tell you the transformation that they've had from going through the program. Tree and Empress, if you feel comfortable typing in to tell people, you know, how transformative it's been for you guys, because it's been absolutely amazing, and you get to take it. There's people who this is their third time taking it, and every time you come back, because the material is timeless and classic, you can apply it to wherever you're at then. It doesn't have to be something that's just for that one time. It would be something that is for a lifetime. Okay, and then let me see if there's anything left. Otherwise, I'm going to come off the slides and just look at you guys in the face. What's going to happen when you register is you're going to get a confirmation for your payment. You're going to get an email that you're signed up. You're going to get added to our private Facebook group. And on Monday, we're going to get going. So here, let's pop in. Okay, this is the freebie, the bonus, as you guys all know. I'm just going to put it in there so you have it again, and then I will pop back in and chat with anybody who has any questions. This is what it is, and this is how to sign up. You guys are all knowing the info, and then I'm going to go off the slides and come talk to you guys. Awesome. Okay, so I'm back. So what I want to know now is, does anybody, yes, Fatima, Jennifer Kennedy is awesome. She's amazing. So she's an expert in creating your courses, and she's a part of the program. And Tree says the course was, I can't even get to your comments that quickly, you guys. You're so sweet. Tree says the course is invaluable. Thank you, Celia. I got my takeaway reminder around the Facebook ads. You're awesome, and I appreciate you. And then she also says, for me, it helped me be more confident in trying something new out in the world and growing my business. I love that, Celia. You incorporate spiritual practices and self-care, a unique gift in marketing advice. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tree. That's so sweet. I adore you. I can't wait. We're going to be together again next week. And Empress says, oh my God, I came into the program with a completely different direction and ended up going through such a beautiful spiritual transformation. And I'm so soulfully aligned now. You sure are, Empress. You're such a beauty. And I love that post you posted yesterday, sharing with your community your transformation. It's been such a blessing. So for those of you who are left on the webinar, if you have any questions about the program, if you have any questions about any of the steps, if you have any feedback, if you want to tell me what resonated with you, what your number one takeaway is going to be, this is a great time. I'm mindful of the time, so I won't stay on that much longer, but I want to make myself available to answer any questions that you might have. Whether you decide to join the Superfly program or not, that's fine. Just so you know, the cart is closing on Friday. We begin on Monday. As I said, it's going to be going 10 weeks through November 30th, at which point technically the program will be over. But then we will begin with the monthly mastermind calls, and you will be in the Superfly community group with all of the ladies who have gone through the program as well. So we will just continue on. And then next year in September, when the program is offered again, you can sign up just for free and take it again, which most of my ladies do time and time again. So I'll be working with you all year round. Then you could take it again in the fall. And if we have the 9-month mastermind beginning then again, you would be folded into that again. So really, this is asking you, it's an investment today, and it's $177 today, but this is an investment. Thank you so much, Fatima. You are so sweet. I appreciate that. I received that. I really received that. That means so much to me. It's an investment today, and I get that, so I don't want to belittle that. But really, this is the beginning of the next chapter of your life. So if you trust me, if you feel that I am coming from an authentic place, if you trust that I have your back and you're looking for a mentor, basically for life, somebody who's going to always be rooting for you, somebody who you can always send a Facebook message or an email to and is going to actually reply to you, somebody who's going to, if you tag, they're going to comment no matter whether the program's going on or not. Somebody who, when you're working with them, is going to be in there knowing you, knowing your family, knowing your kids' names, knowing your husband's names, knowing your dramas, knowing their good things, your bad things. That's who I am. And really what's unique is that the community is so diverse, and most of my peers are not very involved. It's just part of the industry standard. But for me, I love to go over and above. I love to be invested because I want to see you guys succeed. And success to me means soulful success. So it means the whole wheel. It means who you are as a whole woman. I want to see you evolve into the woman that you were created to be, so that you can represent that shining light that God put in your soul, so that you can go out there and impact other people, so that they can have that evolution, so that our planet as a whole can take that evolution, that ascension into the next stage of where we're going. And so I'm so invested. That's my purpose. That's what I lay awake at night thinking about, is my ladies. How can I support them more? How can I have their backs more? how can I think about maybe what their pain points are and develop something or create some free content or create a course so that I can continue to support them where they're at. And Empress says the whole SFP community is so supportive throughout the program and after as well. Absolutely. It's truly a sisterhood. It's so cute because I see all of the Superfly ladies, they're posting and commenting on their own pages to each other, and you end up having an accountability partner, somebody that goes through the program with you. You end up having all day, every day, people posting inspiring things, as well as saying their fears, their doubts, their worries, and getting that support that you can do it. So if anybody on this workshop, as we're culminating, has any feelings of like, can I really do this? You know, who would listen to me? I just want to encourage you that you don't need to be perfect. You need to be exactly as you are, which is perfectly imperfect. And you just need to be doing the best that you can. And as long as you've been through something and can help other people who are a few steps behind you, you're going to be okay. I'm telling you, you're going to be fine, and you're going to be more than fine. You're going to be able to help a lot of people. So at this price point, it's so doable. So think about right now, if you were to take away your nails and your hair and your clothes and maybe some extra toys for the kids, maybe eating out once or twice, going for sushi, going to the movies, whatever, and you were to say, I'm going to invest in me. I'm going to invest in my purpose. I'm going to invest in my business. I'm going to invest in being a part of a sisterhood. I'm going to invest in stepping into my better self. Then there's no way that for less than $200 a month, that is not a slam dunk. So if you're not inspired and motivated and ready to do it, now my husband is, thank you, honey. He's just sending me a private message saying how beautiful I am. Thank you, honey. I have this amazing husband who's at work watching me on a webinar, sending me private messages, texting me. What does he say? Oh, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm going to not be distracted by him. But anyways, I just want to give you one last opportunity. Any last questions, comments, feedback, clarity? I want you to know I'm rooting for you. I want you to know you're exactly where you're supposed to be on the journey. So don't look at me or anybody else that you see online and compare yourself and think that you're supposed to be anything but where you are. Thank you, Giselle. I'm so glad you loved it. I'm crossing my fingers. I hope that you grab one of those spots. You know that I'm all over you. You know that I'm just dying for us to work together. So Giselle, come on, come on, come on, come on, make my day. Oh, that would be so exciting. Okay. And Fatima and some of these other ladies on here, I'm going to go back and call you guys out. Okay. Fatima, Giselle, Harista's already in. Some of these other ladies are already in. I'm going all the way back. Pam, Melva, you and I have been emailing. Lizette, you need to be in there too, okay? Debbie, Pam, I got you. I can't wait to see you guys all on the other side. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Remember, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You don't have to do anything, be anything, have anything differently than what you already have to be 100% perfect, just the way that you're created to be. Have trust, have faith, surrender to the process, and let it all unfold. I know you're going to do it, Giselle. I can't wait. Yay. Okay. I love you. Bye, guys. Blessings to you too. Goodbye.